It's Thursday night in the NFL, and we welcome you to tonight's matchup here on EA Sports.
This is a game today that could come down to the two running backs, two of the real stars of the sport, two players who went in fantasy drafts really high. How do you see this one going down today?
Yeah, and how's your fantasy team? Yeah, I know. We won't talk about that. Let's talk about good things. But, you know, these two teams are stars. You know why? Because we can see how the football team is built. And I think there's no doubt about it. The offensive line is a big part of it. They always have hope. If they block their guy a little bit, these running backs can make a big play out of it.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Split backfield here. Keeps it here. He makes the catch. Shazier's going to make the tackle.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
The Falcons with a nickel look here on defense. Brought down after a gain of 6.
That's an excellent job. Just get enough yardage to get the first down, move those chains, and keep this offense going.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Offense lines up here. And he hauls it in and picks up maybe 3 or 4. And now we'll look at the Buccaneers offense. They'll be trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times. Second down and 5. Dwyer's dropped up the football. They bring him to the turf.
Nice job that time by the offense. Even though they fumbled, at least they were quick enough and smart enough to get it on it right away.
The Buccaneers now facing third down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots.
Third and 5. Almost intercepted.
That was a drive that looked like it had the makings of a touchdown, but instead, the defense is able to make a stand.
That's the great thing about playing defense, Jim, in the NFL. It just takes one play to stop a drive, and we just saw it that time by the defensive side.
Esper's tackled down after a gain of 2.
Well, only a couple yards that time by the punt returner. Good defense by the punt coverage team. They get down their speed. They hustle. They're all around him, and they only give up a couple yards.
First and 10.
The catch is made, and he's going to be tackled right around the 37.
Quarterbacks love play-action passes, especially on first down, because the defense, sometimes they're expecting run. You fake it, easy completion down the field.
First down at the 37. He's brought down. Here's our look at the Falcons offense. They'll be trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times.
Second and 10.
Wide open for the catch.
First down here after the completion. Let's see how they back up the big play here.
We'll go ground.
Run it right.
He is tackled at the 40-yard line. And now here's the Buccaneers defense. They gave the quarterback a week ago all day to throw and never knocked him down once. The Falcons will take the snap from the 40. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
There's nothing like a big hit. When you get it and it connects, it gives your defense some emotion. Look at the guys, how they're jumping around. Hey, that gets everybody excited.
Falcons come out in the pistol.
Third and 7.
A catch and the first.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Offense lines up here.
Gets the handle here. They have this one covered up, and it's going to set them back for a loss.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The Buccaneers defense lined up going with the 46 defense. Incomplete. Burner was in the vicinity.
Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
He's got the grab, and he's got the first.
How do you stop these wide receivers now? It's almost impossible with the rules of the game. Tight coverage. That time they have double coverage on him. It doesn't matter. The throw comes. They go up. They make the catch. All you can do is raise your arm and go, well, we did our best.
Midway through the first.
Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas. And even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catch.
Falcons getting ready to kick it off.
Smartly takes the knee in the end zone. It's first down as they head to the line. Dwyer is in the backfield. Out of the gun. Eyeing that left side. To the outside. The catch is made.
Well, the corner route. Some people call it the corner route. They call it a flag. Run to the flag of the end zone. Or a 7 route. Odd numbers break out. That time we see a nice route by the wide receiver and a good throw by the quarterback.
The Buccaneers have been involved in some tight games these past 2 weeks. They won one last week, but now they trail in another close one, Phil.
Jim, in these close games, which we seem to see almost every single week, it usually comes down to which team doesn't turn the football over.
Mike Glennon takes a look down from under center. Dwyer's going to take the handoff now. Here's how the Falcons defense, last week was a good one for them, forcing 6 turnovers. It's an empty backfield for Glennon this time.
Second down and 8.
Throws to the right, and that'll probably go as a drop.
Well, we look at that drop pass right there. You know, one of the biggest cliches ever in sports. Oh, they're going to go right back to this guy to keep his confidence going. Well, I don't know about that. If you drop the pass, sometimes I might want to try somebody else to see if they can catch it when they're open. So if you get open, the quarterback will throw it to you.
Finds Evans in on the stop.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
The coach is going to go for it.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. Running back in motion here. The Buccaneers have it at the 39. And he's brought down, but he has the first.
Well, it's always about risk and reward. It is a risk to go for it on 4th down. When you pick it up, you feel like a genius, don't you?
Defense comes out in a 4-6 formation. First down at the 37. Gets it out for the completion. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
The quarterback that time realized it was zone coverage. He just waited for the defense to get out of position, and he threw it to the open hole.
The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. It's a 2 tight end formation. And he's forced to the ground.
That's what you call pressure. When everything around the quarterback, they're all at his feet. The offensive linemen are around him. He sees the arms of the defensive linemen all reaching for him. There's nothing he can do but fall to the ground.
He sends the halfback in motion. 3rd and 12. Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Well, you're down, and here you are in the first half of the game. If it was 4th and short, I could see the coach trying to switch things around. If he might go for it. But we have 4th and long. Punt that football down there. Don't make a decision that puts your team in a hole that they can't get out of.
The field goal attempt is good. It's good.
We see it more and more. Long field goals by these kickers in this league now. They are strong, and they can kick it from a long way out.
He'll take it from the 1. Steps out of bounds. First down here. Ryan set in the pistol. Will run it. Here's the handoff. And at the 37, he'll be brought down. That leads us to 2nd down. Ryan's lining up in the pistol. They run the counter play. Outside to the left. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
That's a bread and butter play by all offenses in the NFL. Get a few yards and get that first down.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Very nearly intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. Nickel formation here for the defense. No one in sight. Has the grab. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. With 2 hands, he has it. The Falcons capped off the first with a big play, and now we'll try to capitalize here at the start of the 2nd quarter. Now, the next snap from inside the red zone, where a week ago they starred as a team. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Picks up about 5.
The Falcons have really been dominant today on the offensive side. In the red zone now, they just take the football and they run it right at the defense and pick up solid yards.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. They've come out in the dime package. 2nd down and 5. Again, they'll lean on it. That's a gain of 6.
Good job by the offense. Getting another first down. You can tell by looking down on the field that defense, hands on their knees. They are getting tired.
First down here after the run. Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front. Nice tackle.
I think you got to be a little more creative in the red zone than this. When you just line up and run the football like that, you're not going to get a lot of yards. And that time they just got a short gain.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver. 2nd and goal from the 4. Out in the promised land. Touchdown.
When you got a lead, you march down the field and you add on to that lead with a touchdown. It's fun to watch the other team. Will they stay patient or will they panic? My bet is they'll panic.
King's going to run this one out. That brings the play to an end. They come to the line, and it's first down. Evans going to get set in the slot for this snap. Herons is there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
This is where games are won and lost. Once an offense gets down the red zone, even though they're down more than 7, can you find a way to punch it in there for the touchdown and not settle for a field goal?
Offense lines up here. First and goal from the 7. They'll go ground. And that gains a few. The Buccaneers are driving toward the end zone, and they need to come away with 7 right now.
Oh, absolutely. They need 7 to get back into this football game and make this game closer. Once you get inside the 10-yard line, of course, the field is very...
Touchdown and drawing close.
When you're behind in a football game, drive down and score. They did that. Now, the next time when they get back out there, they got to do it again. Show some patience and drive it down the field.
The Falcons ready to return the kick. Hester will run this one out. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Falcons offense now coming out. First down at the 21. Brings it into his body. Brought down after a gain of 15. First down here after the completion. Ryan's going to throw once again on this down. Wants to go deep. Makes the play. Jenkins there to make the stop.
What a wonderful route by the wide receiver. Terrific throw by the quarterback, and he catches it. And it's a long game, but just short of the end zone. Nice play by the offense.
First down following the long play. Handoff. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation. Boy, it's 3rd and goal. Close game here. You want to get a touchdown. That's what you want. You come away with 3, that's going to be a big disappointment for your offense.
Only 2 yards to go to pay dirt. The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. Brings it in for the score in the end zone.
It is so disappointing when you're down near the goal line and you don't score. Well, the offense doesn't have to know that disappointment this time. Good job, good play call, and a beautiful throw by the quarterback for the touchdown.
And this will be coming out to the 20 as he thinks better of running it out of the end zone this time. The Buccaneers offense now marches onto the field. And Evans is lined up in the slot. First and 10. Dwyer's taking the handoff. That's a gain of only a yard. That's second down coming up. Offense lines up here. They're setting up screen. Catch made. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Dwyer's handed the football. Tackled just 3 yards short of the first.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
Second down, 4 to go. To the ground. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
The Buccaneers offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big gain.
Safarian Jenkins shifted from tight end to a receiver in the slot. Martin is in the backfield. The Buccaneers get a first down.
Oh, we got us a nice drive going here, Jim. Another first down. They are just making one solid play after another and just marching down the field.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Dwyer's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back.
And a gain of 4. With 2.5 minutes to go before halftime, it's second down. Mike Glennon takes a look down from under center. The Buccaneers have it at the 29. He's going to get another carry. That picks up 11.
Find a way to score. That's always the mantra with every team when they get in the red zone. If you punch it in here, even though you're down by more than 7, it'll give you confidence for the rest of the game.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Dwyer's going to secure the handoff. Shazier's there to make the tackle.
The Buccaneers trying to run the football that time down in the red zone. It does not work. I would advise them to go to a different plan and not try that run again.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8. Wide receivers are bunched up. From the gun. Looking across the middle. And he's tackled some 3 yards away from a first down.
Good play call that time by the offensive coordinator. Down inside, when you're inside that 20-yard line or the red zone, find ways to complete the pass. They did that time.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Offense lines up here. Third down and 3. And pick up about 4.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
First down here after the completion. This has been a long drive so far. Keeps it here. Running away from the pressure.
It's a good play call so far in this drive by the offensive coordinator. His team is down, but they are on the field.
Second down now. This long drive continues. The wide receiver in motion. Second and goal from the 6. The give. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Falcons are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Stepping up, ready to go from the 7. Mounting a serious drive. Third and goal from the 7. And he's intercepted. As he takes the knee, Ryan will now bring his offense onto the field. First down here. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. And he's thrown to the ground.
That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there, hits the quarterback, and gets the sack. That clock keeps moving. What a job by the defense in this situation.
Quarters formation here for the defense. He has the grab. Has 12 on this play. 3rd and 5 still to go, even after that last completion. They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now. Matt Ryan with the long pass down the field. Almost intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game. They can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
He's going to challenge the punt coverage. He's tackled at the 30. So that's going to do it for the first half. Falcons are up in this one. All right, Larry, thank you for all of those updates. And now the teams are coming back onto the field, and we're about to get the second half started. about 27 before he's taken down. First down on the way. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. Should have had it.
Well, he dropped the football, and there's no doubt why he dropped it. You have to look it in.
This will be second down. Split backfield here.
Here's the handoff.
And he's brought to the ground. After that run, it's still 3rd and 9 to go. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Scott still got it on the play action. And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense.
Loss of 6 on the play.
Wants to give it a go here. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line. The Buccaneers ready to take over the football.
First down at the 32.
And he's taken down.
Well, that time the quarterback didn't hold the football. The left side of the line they just collapse. He doesn't even feel it or see it, and he goes down for the sack.
Dwyer is in the backfield. The Buccaneers will take the snap from the 25.
Has his man.
Aaron's tackled down at the 38.
Zone defense doesn't work in the NFL like it used to. Good job by the quarterback reading that zone and finding the open guy.
It'll be 3rd down.
Herons is lined up now as a slot receiver. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun.
Throws the pass.
Evans going to pull in the bullet pass.
And they bring him down at the 38-yard line.
Well, the Dink and Dunk quarterbacks, they love to see cover 3 because they know they're going to drop back and just throw the short passes underneath. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of this defense.
This play set up by the long gainer. Dwyer's got on the handoff.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Second down here.
Aaron's in the slot.
Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
Martin lines up in the backfield.
3rd and 13.
Martin.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
The kick, and it's through there. The kick is good.
Tim, they get the field goal there that time, and it keeps the momentum on their side. It's positive energy. It makes you feel good. Now we'll see if the defense can carry it on.
He'll take it from the 1. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line.
First down coming up.
Ryan will be taking this snap out of the pistol. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And that gains 1.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Second down following the run. Ryan's going to be in the pistol here. They'll run it here. Taking off. He's stacked up at that point.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Falcons snap it at the 31. Leads up and comes away with it.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
Well, we're anxious to hear the full story on that injury. Let's go down to Danielle Bellini with the story.
Guys, I just spoke with a Falcons official. He's confirmed that the injury is a dislocated elbow. Now, guys, this is a fairly common injury in football, but they'll still need an MRI to know if there's any ligament damage.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Ryan's setting up now in the pistol. Handoff made. He'll pick up 7 this time. Second down coming up. The Falcons come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Should have had it.
You don't see it often in today's game. These gloves these wide receivers wear, my gosh, anybody could catch it. I don't know how he dropped it.
Third down now. Ryan set in the pistol. They'll go ground, running right through the trenches. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
A lot of people talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's overblown, but in a situation like this, where you're winning a close game in the second half, you want to control the tempo, control the clock, keep getting those first downs.
Scott's lining up in the pistol. First down at the 32. He's scrambling now. The defense gets the sack.
Well, the right side, Jim, the right tackle and the right guard, they look confused. They don't know what to do, so they just get run over, and the quarterback falls down.
The defense got to the quarterback, and the offense is backed up here on second down. Falcons will approach this play from out of the pistol. And now Ryan's going to take off. Can't hold on here as it goes incomplete.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's third and long. And you always like to say, the football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances.
Corners formation here for the defense. He'll throw it over the middle. This offense can't be stopped on third down no matter the distance.
Jim, the offensive coordinator, has done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Hesper's going to pick up the first down as he's tackled.
Always a good job to pick up some yards when you're in the red zone. Nice throw by the quarterback, and he gets the completion.
Offense heading to the line for the 11th play of the drive. What a drive this has been. No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Good for only a yard.
Good job by the defense that time. Everybody's expecting a pass. They were ready for the run, and he stopped the offense for a short gain in the red zone.
Let's round! Let's round!
Marching down the field and taking their time. Right back to them once more. Good piece of tackling.
The defense is fired up right here, aren't they? They know it's third and goal. This game is close. They make a stop here. That is big time for their football team.
And that's David in on the stop.
Well, defenses love it when they get you inside the 5-yard line because it's hard to deceive them. So they can just go after the offense and be aggressive.
The kick is good.
Yeah, that was a good job that time by the defense. They were bending. They did not break. And all they did was give up a field goal.
Signals and makes the fair catch. The Buccaneers come out for the next possession. It's Glennon out of the pistol. First down and 10.
out of the pocket. The defense gets a sack.
I don't know if they were confused or not, but the left side of the offensive line that time, they were not aggressive. They got pushed back, and they give up a sack of the quarterback.
After that sack, it's now 2nd down and 17. Defense filling up the box here with a 4-6 formation. Will go shotgun here. Looks to his left. Shazier's able to get a hand on it and knock it away.
Good job by the linebacker that time. Saw the receiver coming in his area, read the quarterback, and in wonderful position to knock the pass down.
Martin is in the backfield. From the shotgun. Looking to go deep. On target. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line.
Well, when you're down a couple scores in the second half, you're just looking for some positives and trying to get some momentum on your side. So that first down by the offense, maybe that'll give them some confidence, and we'll see where they can go with it from here.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. From the gun. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete.
Well, it's a good thing that linebacker knocked that pass down, because I don't think he could have caught it. So if he can't catch it, knock it down so nobody else can catch it.
Defense with plenty of bodies in the box here on this play. Herons is a receiver in the slot. Finds his mark. And he is tackled down at the 38-yard line.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the first down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
On the way, 3rd down. Big set here for the defense, lining up in the 4-6.
Nice job by the quarterback, finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
A lot to overcome here, especially that penalty. And it's 3rd down. Double tight end formation. Defense comes out in a 4-6 formation. 3rd and 3. The hit knocks the ball out incomplete.
Usually in a situation like this, 3rd and short, the advantage goes to the offense because they can run or throw it. Well, they throw it. It doesn't work. Give a lot of credit to the defense. Well, I'm sure the defense is going, my gosh, what do we got to do to stop these guys? You know, once they even get near midfield, they know that the other team is in field goal range because that kicker, what a leg.
And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. They face 1st down. Takes it from the strong eye. Shakes off the hit. That's a gain of 8. The Falcons offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway. And here we have 2nd down. The final quarter underway now with this snap. A little crease.
The Falcons' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
First down here after the run. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Gets the handle here. And they bring him down at the 33-yard line. Coming up, 2nd down. Quickly to the line. Another carry here. And that picks up 3.
I will say this for the offensive coordinator. He is persistent. They're not running the football very well today. And that time he tries to run game again. Gets a couple yards, but not much.
Let's see what they do on this 3rd down situation. Makes the catch in the open field. The ball is out.
The tackle was made.
Well, the offense lucks out this time as they hold on to the football.
Yeah, I think the word luck is appropriate here, no doubt about it. Bad fumble that time by the offensive player, but at least they were alert enough to get there and get on it and keep possession of the football.
Second down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Right back to him one more time.
It's third and goal right here in a close game. This offense, they want to take control. If they score right here, that could give them control of this game.
Stepping up to the line at the 4-yard line.
The defense comes out in the nickel.
Third and goal from the 4.
Run and jam it in on the goal line. Touchdown.
Well, the defense knew that they were probably going to see a run here in third and goal. And what do? It doesn't matter. They still get blown off the line of scrimmage by the offensive line. Nice job.
Ready to swing his leg as aggressively as possible and send the football down to the end zone.
King's going to test the coverage this time. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
First down, offense readying for the snap.
King's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Setting up screen.
Reaches out and snatches it.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Second down coming up. Drop back, shotgun formation. They're going to get him here for a sack.
My gosh, you talking about getting overpowered. I guess they were expecting a speed move. The right guard and right tackle are both fooled. They get run over and they give up a sack.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
The shotgun.
A takeaway. Touchdown.
Well, I really have no complaints. Sometimes you're going to throw interceptions, but my complaint is the offensive players. Nobody hustling, nobody there to make the tackle, and they return it all the way for a touchdown.
Falcons getting ready to kick it off. Got the hand up into the sky, and that means fair catch. The Buccaneers getting ready now to start their drive.
Dwyer is in the backfield.
Now first and 10.
And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Second down following that incompletion. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. He's got the catch. Gets about 9 on the play.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Throw the short pass, even though it doesn't result in a first down. Now on third and short, all of your passes are in play instead of just the third long.
Intercepted. Tackles made.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
under center. First and 10. Strong eye handoff here. They'll mark him at the 22.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
It's now second down.
They give it to him on the counter. He's brought to a halt.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Third down following the run. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Outside to the right. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep it from scoring a touchdown?
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. That'll stop the play right there.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
The jumbo set on the field. Second down and 9.
Can't find the target on the pass underneath.
That was an incomplete pass that time against cover 2, the 2 deep safeties. And you really want to throw the football down the middle or deep down the sidelines. That time the quarterback didn't do that, and that's why it was incomplete.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Third and 9. Looking across the middle.
This time they failed to pick up the first on third down. A rare occurrence here today.
Should be an easy one here.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board.
Well, that time the offense had great field position. They don't take advantage of it, but at least they get 3 points. Good job by the kicker coming in and getting some points on the board.
No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone.
The Buccaneers get ready to start their drive. Kings lined up in the slot. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun.
And Evans has got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Brings it in. They bring him to the turf.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
That leads us to second down.
Aaron's lined up now as a slot receiver.
They motion the receiver around to the other side. Second and 6.
Keeps his legs moving. And he's forced to the ground.
Jim, you can't tell the difference between the quarterback and the center. They're both retreating about as fast as you can go. That time the center gets run over, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
Third down and 13.
The Buccaneers now move the chains.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there. There's nothing worse to a quarterback than having offensive linemen getting driven back in his way. That time the right side of the line collapses, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
snap it out of the gun. Heaving it down the field. Almost intercepted that time.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it and you just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
Martin lines up in the backfield.
Out of the shotgun formation. Throws the pass. Has his target.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
Halfback sent in motion.
The Buccaneers from the 32. Makes the reception. Safarian Jenkins able to move the chains with that carry.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, but you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
And this will probably wrap things up here.
He'll take the snap from the gun. Gains 11.
You've often talked about prime time and how the players of today have this "it's all about me" kind of a mentality. And for you in the booth, you had to enjoy it being all about you having a chance to call this one today in prime time.